Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a little bit something different. I've had a couple of people ask me about making cornbread because I do make a mean cornbread. And what we're going to be making today, it is your granny's cornbread. That cornbread that's crusty on the outside, real good and soft and good on the inside. That's what we're making today. So first of all, see I got my candle going, got it smell. I know you can't smell that, but it smells like fall in here today. Alright, so you got your ingredients. We've got our cornmeal mix with hot rice. It's the best stuff. Buttermilk, just regular old buttermilk. Vegetable oil. And an egg. In a pot to mix it in. So first thing you want to do is make sure that your oven is up to temperature. We've got this one set at 420. And you've got to have an iron skillet in the oven hot. Next thing you want to do, if you've got bacon grease, that's the way to go. So we've got this nifty little tool that we've got off Amazon that you pour your bacon grease in and then it kind of strains it out. I don't use bacon grease in the mix of the cornmeal, but I do use it to get this pan seasoned and hot. Because if you want that crispy edge around your cornbread, that's what you do. So you just put a couple spoonfuls of that in there. Stick that here for now. Put this back over. It smells like we're cooking bacon, but we're not. Then you got your pan. It's super hot. You just kind of, roll your grease around in there. That's good. Then put it back in the oven. Because when you pour your mix in there, you want that pan and that grease to be 420 degrees. And you pour your mix in there, it gets that great edge on there. So, first thing you want to do is open your bag of cornmeal. And like your granny, or like my granny, you don't have any mixing instructions or as far as amounts. So you put about that much in. Then you crack an egg. Put your egg in there. No shells. I'm washing my hands, so make sure you wash your hands after you touch the egg. And you want to mix this. You want to mix this with your hands, so you want your hands to be clean. So then, we'll put our oil in next. You put a little bit of oil into your mix. Again, not that much. I think it's about a quarter of a cup. You don't want to put too much in there because you don't want greasy cornmeal. You do cornbread, you just want good cornbread. Next, you have your buttermilk. Always use buttermilk, never just milk. That's not cornbread if you just use milk. So then, you add your ingredients. So then, you can mix it with your spatula if you want to, but my granny, she mixed it with her hands, so I've always mixed it with my hand. I don't know why. I guess thinking that I get it really good and smooth and get my mixture real good, I can get in there. I'm sure I could probably use a spoon or a spatula or something and get it good, but this is the way I do it. I'm mixing love into it. That's what I'm doing with my hands. And you can feel any little clumpy things in there that you get when you just mix water and flour or water and cornmeal. You get a little bit of lumpy things in there, and it's just dry. So you can kind of smooth those out a little bit, make them good. You want it to be your consistency, not to be like cake icing, but like cake batter. You want it to be pretty runny, but not too runny, but not real thick. If it's real thick, you want to add some more buttermilk to it. So I think we've got our mixture just right here. So let me wash my hands again. So there we go. We got our cornmeal mix. I do use a spatula to get the stuff out, so I want to get every bit of it out. So then, open up our oven. We've got our hot pan in here. If you can see the smoke coming off of it, it is. So then, you want to pour your mix right into it. And you can hear it frying and sizzling right now as I put it in there. And that's what you want. That's what's going to give you that nice crusty edge that everybody loves to eat. So as we're putting it in there, it's already starting to cook. So then, you put it in the oven. Set that in there. Put your kitchen timer on for 20 minutes. And good to go. Okay guys, back. Timer just went off on the cornbread. So let's get this pulled out. Ooh, that smells good. That's great. All right, so you've got your cornbread out, and you can't serve cornbread out of an iron skillet. You can cook it in an iron skillet, but you can't serve it in an iron skillet. So, what you need to do is take your metal spatula, just kind of go around and flip the edges up a little bit, make sure that it's going to come out and not stick. And this is looking great. Okay, so now, take your plate, put it upside down on your pan, flip it over like this. There is a great pan of cornbread. Feel that hard, crunchy top on there? That is good. That smells good. So let's check it out. What's ever good cornbread without a piece of cornbread? Cut it. Always cut mine like pie shaped. I don't know if I've ever had a square of cornbread unless somebody cooked it as a square. Get you off a little piece of butter. Real butter, not margarine, just butter. Put that on there. You can probably see the steam rising off this piece. That's when you know you got a good piece of cornbread. Just put that butter all over it. So when you get a bite of cornbread, you get a bite of that. It's really hot, I'm gonna try it anyways. I would never, but that make you want to slap your mama. That's good stuff right there. So that's how you make good old-fashioned cornbread. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I think the next video we're going to make is going to be homemade biscuits.